Check. Vibe check. Vibe check. Vibe check, baby. The vibes are high. Check is good, and the vibes are high. What's going on, family? Welcome to episode 45 of the Brent Pella Show. Episode 45. Episode Donald Trump. I guess he's the 45th. He's the 45th. Unless Mike Pence does that amendment thing and takes over. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Because then Trump would be out. Mike Pence would be in for like 2 days. And then like all across the White House, they'd have to cross off Joe Biden 46 and write like 47 next to it. Guys, this episode of the show, what a weird intro. This episode of the show is brought to you by Blue Blocks. Real quick shout out to our sponsor, Blue Blocks. You guys know I love these glasses. I wear these glasses literally every day. They are blue light blocking glasses. So the digital devices that you look at day and night, computers, phones, iPads, TVs, whatever, they all emanate this, they give out this blue light that a lot of studies have shown has a negative effect on your melatonin. I wear these glasses, and since I did, and I wear them every day, I wear the clear ones during the daytime when I'm working at the computer. I wear these orange ones in the evening, and I have noticed a significant difference in my sleep pattern. I go to sleep easier. I wake up more refreshed. They didn't write that line for me to say. That is a truthful and honest line every time I say it. Use promo code BPS for a 15% discount when you go to blueblocks.com and get yourself some glasses, man. Stay healthy. Keep those vibes healthy, dude. It's going to be a weird year. You're going to need to keep your vibes healthy this year. For sure. For 100% keep your vibes healthy. That's what we got to have to do. It's ironic that this is episode 45 coming out on the week that the 45th president is leaving office. Had a good run. Kinda. Had a bad run in a lot of people's eyes. Had a great run in a lot of people's eyes. I really hope, man. I really, really hope that this motherfucker just tells us everything on his way out. That would be so on brand, dude. That would be so on brand. If Trump left office and got on like some, I don't know, I guess OAN is probably the only news outlet that would have him on. But if he just figured out some way to communicate with the country and was just like, yo, aliens are real. Okay, Barack is a lizard. We all knew it. We all knew Obama's a lizard. Okay, turns out his wife, she is a woman. All right, you guys got that one wrong. Okay, you got that one wrong. All right. Dude, some people actually think she's a man. That shit is so ridiculous to me. Like, who the fuck cares? First off, who cares? Second off, no, she's a woman, and she's pretty cool. Okay. Dude, what's the over-under on another insurrection happening at the Capitol? What do we think? What do we think? Did you see the news articles after the last one? Poop and pee all over the halls? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to burn everything down in the summer, and we're going to shit on everything in the winter? Come on, man. What are we doing? There's no peaceful there was peaceful protest. I knew a guy that was at it, and he was documenting it when he was there. But it's really funny because it wasn't a kumbaya protest. There were no bongo drums. There was a dude playing country music in the park with like an American flag over his shoulder. Such a funny difference between the peaceful protests of the summer and the peaceful protests in D.C. on January 6th. Because not everything was a violent insurrection. Just like not everything over the summer was looting and rioting. But, you know, depending on what channel you watch, you'll think one of those things. Hopefully you guys don't watch any. I feel like we're starting a different type of family over here where we don't really fuck with mainstream news. So I hope you and I are thinking alike in that regard. But I saw that that news article saying that like the hallways were covered in broken glass and human feces and there was piss all over the place. Like, what? What? And you had Trump supporters saying that it was going to be the most peaceful meeting place, like million strong, peacefully protesting and making their voices heard in a peaceful way. Nope. And then you got a bunch of people saying it was all Antifa. Dude. You can't just blame everything on Antifa now. That's not how this works, okay? Yeah, Antifa is more than just an idea, like Big Daddy Biden said. But they're also not like the main ones from January 6th that caused shit. Because all the people who got arrested have Facebook profiles and Twitters where their whole lives have been spent in support of the whole Stop the Steal thing. And you can see all their posts, and all these people went to the Capitol, are wearing MAGA hats and flags and shit, and then they got arrested. So it's like, okay, sure, dude, I'll give you a couple Antifa, all right? And I'll raise you a couple hundred mega wild Trump supporters. That's just what it was there. They were like, the people who went psycho were a majority Trump supporters. They were shitting all over the walls, dude. Come on. Come on, dude. They were shitting, dude. We can't have that, man. And the election fraud thing, I haven't talked to you guys since for like 2 weeks, because last week the episode was with my buddy Alex Weber, who is a motivational speaker, former pro lacrosse player. Had an awesome conversation with him. Please watch that. Share it with a friend. It'd be really nice if this podcast could hit 1,000 views on YouTube per week. I think that would be a cool thing. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting pretty close. So I haven't been able to express thoughts and ideas on all the other recent shit because me and Alex just had a positive conversation with good vibes last week. But dude, like the election fraud thing, like it's just, if there was widespread enough fraud to change the outcome, then the people claiming fraud would not have gone 0 for 62 in the courts. You know what I mean? Like, no court, the U.S. Supreme Court refused to hear it. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court didn't. I'm pretty sure they didn't hear it, and maybe that was the technicality one, right? Where like they filed it too late or something. They were a couple days late or weeks late, maybe. Hey, bro. So does that make you want to complain about the judicial system? Get in fucking line, dude. People getting off on technicalities. Were you paying attention this past summer? Have you been paying attention to the people that get off on technicalities? Let's not let anyone ever get off on a technicality. But regardless, dude, if there was evidentiary proof that there was enough fraud to change the election, I trust the U.S. judicial system more than I don't trust the U.S. judicial system. And if the best lawyers in the country, which you would assume Donald Trump has, if they were taking that shit to court, then they would have had a case, but they didn't have no fucking case because there wasn't enough widespread enough election fraud to change the election, dude. I voted for myself. No, I didn't. I voted for Breiler. He's on my shirt. This shirt is now live at brentpella.com/store, by the way. Dude, so like the Stop the Steal thing was always like funny to me because it's like, just let them prove it in court or shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, what are we saying now? That everybody that works in the judicial system is conspiring against Trump? How crazy are we going to get here? You know what I mean? How crazy are we going to go, bro? So, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get a couple angry comments with some sources. Hopefully. Give me some sources. My friend sent me a video of this woman who was like, we have the America's greatest patriot. He's going to be the biggest whistleblower in this case. He's going to blow everything up. Like, he knows the algorithm and the Dominion voting machines and da-da-da-da-da. Where's that? Where's that, dude? Inauguration is in like 2 or 3 days. Where's that shit? Doesn't exist. Does not exist. Because if it did exist, then Ted Cruz's big-ass nose would be handing it over. If there was evidence for widespread, I'm not saying there wasn't fraud. I personally think there's fraud in every election ever, even as minuscule as somebody's wife dying a couple days prior and they already have their ballots and he fills it in for her and turns it in. That's fraud right there. Like that type of shit, or the government sending it to people who like died but they don't have their lists updated, or fucking, someone in the ballot place like saying, oh, fuck this dude, put it over there, but it's just one out of like thousands. I don't know, some other bullshit. I would assume that happens in every election. If there was enough evidence, like proper evidence, this is just my opinion, baby. It's just what I think. It's just what I think. If there was enough evidence that there was fraud that amounted to enough to overturn the election in favor of Biden, then it would have been served to Congress on Ted Cruz's nose. He would have served it up on his nose because Ted Cruz's nose can fit a platter on it. His nose can fit a platter of evidence. You can fit a platter of evidence on Ted Cruz's nose or up Josh Hawley's ass. So that's what I have to say. I'm sure I lost a couple people there forever, but you know what? We're going to keep building this family regardless. Yeah, dude, it's, I hope that Trump just kind of reveals everything on his way out. That would be so on brand, dude. Like, can you imagine if he's cruising out and he's like, aliens are real. He just tells us everything about aliens. Just tell us about the aliens, bro. Tell us about the aliens, and I will forgive you for a lot of shit. Probably not everything, but a lot of shit. I think a lot of people would forgive him for a lot of shit if he told us what's good with these aliens, bro. Have these aliens been yeeted? Are they here to yeet, or have they already been yeeted? This is what we need to know from an outgoing elected official who may never hold office again. We don't know. Maybe he'll run in 24. I think his son probably will. Don J versus AOC. What a fucking nightmare of a race that would be. Yeah, man, I would hope that he declares. But honestly, I don't think he even knows, because the presidency, the office of president is not in the need to know basis. You need like the intelligence secretary, defense supervisor, fucking whatever it is title, guy that's been there for 30 years. You need that guy. That's the guy with all the knowledge. That's what we really need. But man, it would be cool if he spread some shit, if he gave us all the reports on everything, dude. I don't care. All the secrets. Drop all the secrets ever. I want secrets on Dick Cheney's busted ass. I want secrets on how many fucking drones Obama kept by his bedside at night. I want secrets on Hillary, dude. I want secrets on Bill. I want to know what's up with Bill and Epstein. I know the FBI has those fucking files. I want to know everything, dude. Don, tell us everything, dude. You need to tell us all the shit, bro. That's what we need. What else, man? In unrelated news, I guess it's kind of related. I have a list here because I've had a busy week, so I made notes, dude. So I'm trying to work through these notes, bro, to fucking work through these notes, dude. The vaccine. Oh, let me talk about Gavin Newsom real quick. So the recall effort in California, I'm honestly split on whether or not. Now, here I am not split on the fact that he is a bad governor. He's not a good governor. He should not be governor. What I'm split, and that's my opinion, what I'm split on is whether or not he should be recalled, because that takes so much time and effort and money. And it seems like California has a solid plan for vaccinating people who want to be vaccinated. And the sooner those people can be vaccinated, the sooner we can stop with all this dumb bullshit in California. So if his plan continues, and he is actually able to get the vaccine out in droves for tons and tons of people, then I want that to happen so that those people can be vaccinated. The people who got COVID have the antibodies. Now we're approaching the threshold for herd immunity. And by taking him out of office or putting someone in that might disrupt that plan, I don't know enough about the plan. I don't know enough, whatever. I'm not here to talk about fucking microchips in the vaccine, dude. I just want anyone who wants the vaccine to get the vaccine, all right? I'm not one with the crazy bullshit unless we're having a face-to-face conversation and we've both ingested some quality CBD. Look, whoever wants the vaccine, get the vaccine. Could not give a fuck less. I just want that shit out so that we can get into a new flow, dude. It's about to be the roaring 20s in the 2020s. It's going to be the roaring 20s, and I'm ready. I'm ready for that shit. So if Gavin has a plan to get everybody vaccinated as fast as possible, faster than anybody else's plan, then fucking let's do it and then kick his ass to the curb, dude. Because the day that motherfucker runs for president, he's going to be laughed out of the room, right? I think. I don't know. I just want, I don't know. Whatever, dude. You know who shouldn't get vaccinated? I got a couple people that shouldn't get vaccinated. I made a list of people that should not get vaccinated first. So obviously, people that work in the healthcare industry and hospitals, people that are in a more vulnerable demographic, either age or health-wise or whatever, get the vaccine. If you want to get the vaccine, that's great. And get it first and then work your way down. However they're doing it makes sense. But I don't think we're spending enough time talking about the people who should be vaccinated last, if at all. Because society would benefit from some type of structure here. And so if we're properly assessing people to be vaccinated last, I think it would be like this. Anybody who talks during movies, vaccinated last, dude. Can't have that shit. All right? Can't have that shit. Okay? They get the vaccine last. All right? So that they can stay in quarantine forever. Okay? Just tell them the vaccine isn't even out yet. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about the people that'll just laugh really loudly during a movie and just look you straight in the eye, and while they're laughing, like every time something funny happens, they're just like, and then they look back. Those people get the vaccine last. People who clap their hands when the plane lands. Hey, you're garbage. Don't need that on a plane. You don't need to break into an applause break because the thing that was supposed to happen happened. We don't need that. What else do you clap at waterfalls when the water hits the other water? What else do you do? What else do you do? Do you clap when your poo-poo gets flushed down the toilet? Man, people who pronounce the L in salmon, okay? That getting shot up last, dude. They get the shot last. Under Brent Pella's rule, under the Pella administration, people who pronounce the L in salmon will get vaccinated last. Under the Brent Pella administration, when the Pella party gets elected into office, under the Pella party's administration, people who take videos of themselves shirtless at gas stations get vaccinated last. And if you've ever been scrolling through TikTok on a Tuesday night at 2 a.m., you know who I'm talking about. Those dudes, bro. Those hot 19-year-old dudes, dude. You know those hot little dudes, bro. Those hot little 19-year-old dudes, dude. Does that sound weird? Feels weird to say, but it's the only way I can describe them. Those fucking weirdos with the hair like what's his name? Dib from Invader Zim? His name was Dib, right? Jamie, look that up. What's that guy's name from Invader Zim? Phenomenal show, by the way. Yeah, Dib. His name is Dib. They got hair like Dib. They're shirtless and shit. And they're walking around their car at a gas station. What are you doing, bud? Get back in the car, Travis, with a CH. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing, guys? 2021, huh? We're going to be okay. I think we'll be okay. I think we need to stop calling people commies and fascists and pedophiles. You know what's funny is everybody's calling each other a fascist now. Like Trump was first to be called fascist, and now everybody's calling the Biden regime fascist. And I feel like real fascists in other countries are looking at us like, ha, he don't know fascism. Like, I just think we're going to be all right, dude. You know what I mean? I think there's enough people that are not down for bullshit in this country so that bullshit won't reign supreme. Look at Texas and Florida, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just an optimist. The day I get told to wear a mask when I'm on the beach and no one is around me, then you might find me, you know, on a message board. Or the day, you know, fucking government scum shows up at my door with a needle, then you'll find me at a protest. But I'm pretty sure there's enough people in America that aren't down with bullshit and that might have a leaning one way or the other, but they can recognize when acceptable that there is a place in the middle. Because I don't think anybody really resides in the middle all the time. You have to slant one way or the other depending on what's going on. Like with the censorship shit on Twitter and Facebook and social media and how they're deplatforming people. Garbage, dude. That is so stupid. If it is not like against the law, I get first and foremost, you have to recognize that these companies have their own policies in terms of service. However, it's an objective fact that they've gotten too big and they have too much power to create new terms of service whenever they want in order to further a political ideology or affiliation or further support for an agenda, you know, whether that agenda is keeping voices of conservatives down or whatever. I don't think you need to be a conservative to recognize that, because I that's me. I definitely don't classify myself as conservative, but I recognize that places like Twitter have kept conservative voices quieter, and they've attacked and deplatformed more people on the right than they have on the left. It's a pattern. It's too much power. And you know what's cool is somebody shared with me that one of the people who was very much against big tech companies having that much power, saying that they should be broken up and regulated, was Elizabeth Warren back in 2019. Highly recommend reading what she wrote about that that belief, which never got passed through, and it should have. So now recognizing that they have the right to, but they probably have the responsibility to not deplatform people, is what I believe. Unless somebody's calling for direct violence. When I say direct, I mean direct. Not like hinting shit. Not like, I don't know, man. It's just like when they can deplatform somebody for being in a gray area, or like they can limit somebody's use of their platform because they pose a risk of a certain behavior rather than exhibiting that behavior. That's where I don't agree with that shit. But who knows? Maybe there will be a new social media platform that opens up, that comes to fruition. Maybe there will be. I asked for recommendations for new platforms on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and I got a bunch of good ones. I haven't really signed up for any yet. I think I'm going to try out Clubhouse, but Clubhouse is different from all of them because Clubhouse is like a hangout. Like you put your phone on and you see a bunch of different people in these different meeting rooms, and each meeting room has like a different topic going on. So like this meeting room could be talking about basketball and the NBA and the new trades that are happening. This meeting room could be talking about Bitcoin and the future of crypto. And there's like 30, 50, 10, 15, whatever amount of people in each room, and you can hear them all talking. And you can like hit a button and raise your hand, and the person can unmute you, and you can talk to all these strangers. That's cool as fuck. I feel like that's going to be huge. So I'm going to try to tap into that and start messing around on Clubhouse a little more. But if there could be like a... Parler was kind of it. It's wild that they took it off the App Store. I think that's so fucked, dude. That's so fucked up. Like, let people be weird and allow the platform to remove people or dish out consequences for anyone who's who's calling for acts of violence or hate speech or anything like that. That's direct hate speech. But if people want to say that Hillary is a lizard, let them say that shit, dude. If people want to be dumb, let them be dumb. Like, there's no law against just being dumb. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. None of my content is, like, controversial enough to get taken down. That's just not my vibe. So, I don't think I even have the capacity to start a new channel on a different platform. I don't feel the need. Because I can talk the shit I want to talk on all these platforms. But if it ever gets to the point where what I would like to say is starting to be like, I don't know. There's that term shadow banned, but if it's like prioritized for the algorithm on YouTube or whatever, then I would consider going to a different platform. Anyways, regardless, speaking of basketball and the NBA, hopefully you guys follow basketball, dude. James Harden to the Nets. So now we got on the Brooklyn Nets, we got James Harden, we got Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. Dude, James Harden is about to gain 200 pounds in a year. There is so much halal food in New York. You know James Harden is going to get to New York and go straight to a halal chicken cart. And he's going to get like 3 kebabs a night with a bunch of that sauce, dude, that halal sauce and the rice. I don't know if you guys have ever had halal food in New York. Holy shit. One bite will fill you up for a day. And it will also make you have to use the bathroom in a gross way that I don't want to get into. But wow. It's delicious, though. That halal food, bro. That halal food slaps, dude. James Harden about to go ham on that halal food, dude. But not ham because they don't include pork products in their food for religious reasons. But he's going to go chicken. He's going to go pollo. He's going to go pollo on that halal food for sure. That's going to be a weird team. It's a super team. It's the East Coast super team. I'd predict Lakers over Nets in 7 this year or next year if they stay the same. Probably next year, but we're not too late into this year, I don't think. Yeah, playoffs start in April. Is the NBA schedule back to normal now? Playoffs in April? They must be a little later because they started later. So playoffs will probably be in like May or June and the finals in July or August. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. And then Kyrie he got fined for going to, and then there's the mask rule in the NBA, dude. What are we doing, dude? What are we doing, NBA? Did you guys see the mask rule in the NBA? Bro, they got players wearing a mask on the bench at all times until they go into the game. So you got to wear a mask when you're sitting on the bench. And then when you go into the game and you're surrounded by 9 shirtless, sweaty dudes plus 2 refs who always have the whistle in their mouth, so they're not wearing masks. And there's sweat and everybody's yelling at each other and communicating on the floor and they're touching each other. And you're not going to wear a mask when you're playing the game, but you're going to wear a mask on the bench? What the fuck are we doing, dude? How the fuck is this normal? This cannot be normal. That is an objectively stupid way of thinking. What the fuck are you protecting each other from on the bench when you're about to go shirtless and yell at each other in the game with 10 other people? And they're getting tested like daily, dude. It's just, it has to just be virtue signaling so that fans can see players wearing masks as much as the NBA can show them. And I don't like that shit. I'm not here for that shit. Virtue signaling is dog shit, dude. That's stupid as fuck. You know what I mean? They're already testing players, and they're keeping them on such strict rules that they can't even go to a family member's birthday party, or they'll be fined. Kyrie Irving is losing close to $1 million because he went to a birthday party. Didn't catch COVID, just went to a birthday party with a couple people for his sister, I think, or cousin or something. And he got fined. He got fined a certain amount for going and violating the rules, and then he automatically is suspended for 2 games without pay. By the way, it's crazy. He makes $400,000 a game. That's fucking wild. But, good for him. He's Kyrie Irving. So it's just like, what are we doing here, dude? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to require seatbelts when the car is parked and not when you're driving it around? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Huh? Firefighters gotta wear their whole fire outfit only when they're at the fire station, and as soon as that bell goes off, they strip down naked and get in the fire truck and go to the fire. What are we doing, dude? This is the type of bullshit I can't stand. That's some Gavin Newsom shit right there, dude. That's some Gavin science. Ha! That's some Newsom science, dude. The NBA must have hired Gavin Newsom to be their consultant. Because that shit has Newsom science written all over it, dude. Ha! Ha! I might be done with Newsom, bro. I've done Newsom a lot. I don't know if I'll do Newsom again. I've done him. I think it's overkill at this point. Unless it's in like a different setting. Like that Joe Rogan video I did. Joe Rogan talks to politicians. Very underrated, if I do say so myself. But hey, maybe not. Maybe it sucks. I don't know. But he was in. I'll put him in that. I don't think I'm gonna do another like Newsom has a message for Californians video. I've just done it so many times. I don't like overdoing shit. If I do it, it won't be for a while. Did I just say do? Yeah. A lot of poop references in this episode, huh? Oh man. Guys, I'm gonna leave you at that, bro. I love you guys, man. This is fun. We're gonna build. Oh. So I'm moving. So this is the last episode that you're gonna see in this location. You can see this box over here. Your boy is moving. I am moving not to Texas, just down the street here in LA. I'm getting a spot where I can set up the podcast in a proper studio type space and just bring it up a level, bring it up a level in the audio. I already have with the mics, but just in the setup. I got a new table. I got some new vibes I'm throwing in, a new camera. And I'm going to have some new guests this year. I want to level up on the podcast for you guys, for me. So I'm excited. I'm stoked. I'm really excited, dude. It's going to be a fun year. We're having a fun year, okay? Don't get arrested on Wednesday when you're out there marching at the Capitals, all right? Don't get arrested, bro. But have a good insurrection. I hope you have a fun and safe insurrection this week. I really do. Make sure you don't poop all over the halls, all right? Because somebody's got to clean that shit up. Get it? It's shit, and it's shit. All right. I'm out. I love you guys. Have a good week.